It's a top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, alive with conference supremacy at play. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Defense kind of lost a running back here.
Top 15 matchup with added intrigue because the two power players in this sport, the Big Ten and the SEC, collide. Conference supremacy in play. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Turner trying to create good field position. This would be an unconventional strategy, hunting on the field on first down. And it's taken at the 45. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Sayin. The pocket breaking down. Pulls it in, it's Smith. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, this is why you get the ball out there to your playmakers, not just catching the pass, but also being prepared to do something with the football once you have it in your hands, and he shows he's got that ability here.
They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a good job here by this quarterback, being very conscious of both the line to gain for that first down, as well as not necessarily taking a big hit early in this game. Great situational awareness and a first down.
And there's the handoff. Has the first down and more. Muscles past the defender. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LSU. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Brand. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football.
Breaks into the clear. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous speed.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Buckeyes will line up now. It's first and goal. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Back to pass. It's Sayin. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Bengals offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Running out of time in the pocket. With the catch, it's Durham. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Much of a gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, He's hoping he's next in line.
They'll run it here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. The offense going with the hurry out.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And the defense smothers it for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own to the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, LSU. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On the run, it's Jackson.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover three. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
The offense starts with a short field. The red area, it's Jackson. Has a path to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. An entertaining first quarter. Early fireworks as both offenses clearly showed up ready to play. You can see that in the stats. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
Back to throw again. Screen to the wide receiver. Gets into space at the 50. Finds just enough space and makes the first down. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Back in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And he finds his tight end for the catch. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Buckeyes are in the red zone. Trying the run, it's Jackson. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Defense looking to dial up some pressure here. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit. Wasn't able to complete this pass.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Bought some time, now lets it go.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short, your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. The pass rush closing in. That's caught. It's Anderson. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. Makes the grab, can he get there? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. Looking to throw again. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the back now goes in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. Bringing pressure. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. pass is going to be incomplete, but he was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Coverage team brings down the return. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll run it to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he released it. Lofted it in there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. The sure hands, it's Durham. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PAT is good, so it's 35-21. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Receiver in motion now. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Dropping back, it's Sayin. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled there by the defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. The Buckeyes come up to the line in the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch it? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick. Taken by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return. This will likely be the last play of the half. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call it. Looking to pass here. Looking to scramble. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. The defense declines that penalty on the offense, and that will wrap up the first half. Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio for an update now. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now kick it off to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes the catch downfield. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Ohio State. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
Here they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. After putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted. We bring him down after a short return with a takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense drops that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Sayin. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He finds some space. As the first down is still going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Nice grab. It's Durham. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense moving closer to the line of game after that catch. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. On the move now. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on third and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on fourth down. But what would be the play call?
Needs a completion here on fourth down. With the catch, it's Anderson. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. for some space. It's Jackson. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on third down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. It's Tate. Brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to chuck it again. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Sayin. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big play for 31.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here. Ball handed to the running back. Shoots to get free. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Behind the line, it's Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll try to run for the first down. Enough to move the 6 there. Sets up 1st and goal at the 7.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
He's looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Final quarter coming up. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this 4th quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's hit right as he throws it, and incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Tight end goes in motion. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. You do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Punt over the middle. It's Sharp. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The sure hands. It's Brown.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. 3rd down and inches. Who's going to win this battle in the trenches? Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tough running that breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Grinding away with a running game. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you're trying to run the clock out and secure the victory. Tailback with another carry. Finds room to the 30. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. 0 running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Heading for the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And now the try here for the extra point. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Got momentum team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Looking for the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very looking for a deep completion. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in the football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
He escapes the pocket. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, Chris, they just had to go for us here. With the time that they have left, down by a couple possessions, really didn't have much of a choice. A really good effort to go for it, to try to keep this game alive, just not enough.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time, they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
It's the coach's favorite formation, breakthrough formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated them.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.